By law, you would be required to get an architect if you make any changes to the structure. Even if it feels like a very small change, like just knocking out a single wall, the municipality would actually have to have that on record. So a lot of people only, they would make like a few small changes before they submit one plan to reflect all of the changes. But by law, if you make any changes at all, you would have to actually submit plans to the municipality. So architects actually always need to be involved, unless what you're changing are only finishes and interiors. Then you wouldn't need an architect. An architect doesn't necessarily only work with one town planner. The client could also suggest a town planner if they have someone that they have a good relationship with. Otherwise, if you don't have a town planner that you have a relationship with, then your architect will definitely be able to make a suggestion and introduce you to someone, typically someone that knows the area well. Town planners do tend to work in certain areas where they know the zoning and they know the bylaws and they know what the municipality's long-term plan for the area is. And they would also be advised if what you are doing is in line with where the council wants that area to develop into. So they would be able to advise if you are likely to get the approval or not. If you as an investor need to vet an architect to make sure that they are legitimate, there's a governing body called SACAP, the South African Council for the Architectural Profession. They are the governing body that regulates the entire profession. So people who work in the built environment as architectural professionals, register with SACAP according to a category. So it could be either a draftsman or an architectural technician or a professional architect, which is according to the qualification and the background that you have. These professionals work according to the complexity of the project. So architects are obviously qualified to do the most complex of the project, but that doesn't mean they can't do something small like a house. They are still the people who are the best qualified in terms of design and in terms of project management to steer your project in a good direction. SACAP actually also exists to protect the public's interest. So if there are complaints against the professional, SACAP will have a record of that, so you can check that. And then also you should make sure about the experience that your architect has. So you can ask them for a website or a portfolio to see what the style is that they work in, what the level of experience is that they have, and also ask for a list of previous clients that they've worked with to contact them and see if they were satisfied with the service they got from the architect. And you might at times find that a draftsman might be the good fit for you, but it's always important to make sure that you get someone with the necessary background and qualification to lead your project in the right direction. If you're looking at a property that you want to renovate or do a flip on, I would say the top three things to consider would probably be finishes, flow, and comfort. So if you look at finishes, that would typically be updating the kitchens and the bathroom to make them more modern and more user-friendly, creates a clean feel, makes everything feel up-to-date and new. Also flow. People love an open plan. They want the kitchen to flow into the dining room to flow into the living room, and the living room to flow onto the patio. So it's as easy as knocking out a few interior walls. Your architect would have to advise which walls are load-bearing. So you'd have to just speak to a professional, make sure the roof isn't going to come down when you knock out that wall. And then comfort, living in a place that's thermally comfortable, doesn't get too hot in summer, doesn't get too cold in winter, can be as simple as adding extra insulation to the roof. That would also ensure that people don't have unnecessary fans and heaters running all through winter. It would bring down the electricity bill every month, so especially important if you're going to rent the place out, and would just really ensure good quality of life for the people living there.
I hope you enjoyed this short interview. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you want to see the full extended interview with this Power Team member, please join my membership program. In my membership program on YouTube, you get access to exclusive content, discount on merchandise, and you can send me live deals that you're looking at and I will analyze them on my channel.